All right. So we are going live for a crazy crash. I'm just waiting for Twitch to come up. And looks like it's online. So I basically just went into the INI file and messed everything up. So super speed and tons of crashes. I think we've missed out on crashing a ton these last couple of races, which is sad. But here we are. So we are just going to do, I don't know, let's go 10%, 19 laps. It'll probably last that long. Do we want yellow? No, we don't want the yellow flags. We'll just keep it like that. And we will be at Talladega. Let me just get back into YouTube. Confirm it is running. I think we are here. I think it is running. Let me see. I just put hey. There we go. All right, just a little slow. All right, so we are at Talladega. No track loaded, probably not. So we are going to be at Talladega doing a crazy race.
Drivers, to your cars.
Basically, I went in to the INI file, so it's just player cars. Hopefully you are here. Yeah. So basically, went into the INI file and made it so everybody races right next to each other at Talladega, going like 200 miles an hour. We are going to see crashes all over. We are going to fast forward. We will just go to... Hopefully nobody blows an engine. If anybody blows an engine, we will restart. Doesn't look like anybody's blowing an engine. Let me turn this down. Not elimination style. This is just one race, 19 laps, and hopefully your car lasts that long. Don't worry, your sponsor paid for this, so you won't lose a car if you crash, because you probably will crash. But yeah, Cargo got first place, so he may be the leader for a lot of this race, as most everybody behind him is going to start crashing. Though probably in the turns, but we'll see. As you see, everybody's right next to each other. So let's just go into full view or full camera and just watch the mayhem as they come to the start and finish line. I hope this doesn't crash my game with everybody crashing. Still need a player car, so we're down like 10 or so cars. So we will start looking up at the back as everybody is just bunching up. They're 3 wide for for last place. Because they are just going to go. We are at 222 miles an hour, and that's like last place. That's going that fast. We see the 84 right on the inside of Bishop. Is Bishop? Oh, there goes actually a couple of cars. So we zoom back and see Hannah in the 16 just cannot get a break. But it doesn't look like there's too much damage on his car, so he'll probably be able to catch back up, and he's probably doing pretty well because he is not right next to everybody. Of course, I'm not going to be able to see half these people if they start breaking up into multiple people or in multiple packs. As we're going 228 miles an hour. Jarvie going on this side. Is there more spinning, or is that just still some people? I think that's still the residual smoke from previous. As a 84 is bunching on the back of the 80. Looks like he got off him. It looks like, yep, Hannah in the 16 blew an engine. That was not probably what they wanted to see. But that happens. They're starting to wiggle around as he tried to go for the lead. The cars are bunching up a little bit in the back. That smoke really needs to go away. Now there's a train right here with the 38 and 74. Okay, so in my test they crashed a lot more. I might have to restart this. Because they're not crashing enough. There's too much space between them. So Bishop's looking on the inside of 8 of Haas. As they're going 3 wide. The Sounder's going really slow. I mean, well, 210, but that's really slow for here. As they are just all over the track. Nobody's bumping into each other. I might change this to Daytona. Make it a little smaller. Because we are on lap 6 of 19. And 31 almost turns to 6. Let's go 3 wide. And almost bumps into the 9. Okay, we are restarting this definitely. Nobody was crashing. Not enough crashes. So we're going to do abandon this race. Yes. Back. And we are going to go to Daytona. I believe that is a slightly smaller track. Not as wide so people can't get as far out. So we'll go to I&I. Let's see. Chassis type, yep, we want that for speed. And then we will go to here. 0. There. And I believe that'll make a ton of crashes. So we are at Daytona, 1990 Daytona. So I think Talladega is just a large track. So Daytona, 1990, just players, and continue.
Drivers, to your cars.
Accelerate, and here we go. So Daytona, Green, and Brooks both are on the pole. So we will go here, here, and continue to accelerate, and hopefully I don't miss it.
Drivers,
And no engines blown. So we're on 2. We'll try this one. So round 2. Let's see if this happens. Let's see if we can get some wrecks happening. Let's see, spectator camera. This one might do well to see a few of the crashes. Which should be. I also have a Daytona with no walls. Well, no walls in, I think one of the back stretches, and then no walls in the turns. So that's one. That'll be an event race at some point. As we go for green. So sadly, you can't see anybody. But we will go to this camera. As they exit the first small turn. Everybody's packed up. And here we go to the first turn. Multiple 3 wides going on. As we see King in that 11 getting pinched by Hannah and the 38. As we see a couple cars hanging in the back. Not sure if they know, as there is a crash in the front. Multiple cars as Walker gets in, Walker Sr. A few cars in the wall, but I think they, for the most part, stayed out of it, as we're still looking at the front going like 4 or 5 wide. These guys are going like 230 miles an hour almost. This main pack right here, nobody's going to be able to make a mistake here. Though they are going to make a mistake because they're driving so close to each other. So they might be leading a few laps, as we have 20 laps, but somebody's going to make a mistake, as they are 3 wide for the lead. It's 80, and oh, everybody gets in that one. So King, looks like Green, taking out a couple cars that were just trying to get by, as we see King jumping to the pits. So we do see Walker Jr. running around like nothing's going on. We scroll up, see who's in the lead. Hey, Guerrero's in the lead again. Yeah, it looks like Ward is done for the day. Martina's probably done. So we start scrolling through to see. Looks like there is a decent amount of space between a lot of these guys. Though everybody's caught up to Guerrero. As they catch up to Guerrero pretty quickly, so it looks like he is not going to be leading for much longer. Sheets looks like he's taking that first place from him. Not sure if Guerrero is having some issues, as he is about 1 or 2 miles an hour below everybody else. As they enter the turn, we'll see if Guerrero lets Jarvie by. It looks like he is going to, as he doesn't want to get bumped out of the way. Heavy damage by Green. He's still trying to drive around. Oh, as Jarvie gets almost turned by Mass in that 8. Both of them were able to save it. It's definitely good, good thing. Still a ton of smoke. I don't know if people are spinning or what's going on. But here comes the 8 again versus the 9. We'll see if the Jarvie ends up just letting him through. I don't think he wants to get turned. It looks like everybody's staying pretty safe here on this turn. As Guerrero really isn't able to catch up to Mass in that 8. So we stroll around to see if anybody else is battling. We do see Walker Jr. going against Williams. Green in that 42 is still just running around. Those at least leaders are still these 4 cars. For most of the part, they've stretched each other out. Looks like we've got what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars out right now, but multiple cars are a couple laps down. As Green looks like he's finally, nope, he's decided he's just gonna race like this. Which I guess that'll work. I mean, 18th position right now. Now Williams is going on the inside of Hannah. Looks like Hannah in the 16 is smartly staying out of the way, because if you try to block anybody, they are gonna bump you out of the way. As Guerrero now is going for second place from Haas in that 8 car. We'll see if he's able to get past him before the turn. It looks like he might be able to. So Guerrero was leading and then ended up slowing down for something, but is starting to work his way back. Though he does have to be careful for that number 9 right behind him. If he does not move out of the way, the number 9 could just push him out of the way. So didn't do anything that turn. So we're on lap 9 of 20 as the number 9 goes to the inside of Guerrero. Guerrero definitely backs off a little bit. Definitely does not want to get turned again. As all that smoke is from Green right here, who's just content on racing the rest of the race with all the damage done to him. Staying out of the way, which is you know, good, but as you saw, Guerrero get a little bit loose from the push from Mass in the 8. We'll see if they... Yeah, so Guerrero does get out of the way of Mass. But we'll see what he's going to do in a few laps. We take a look, see if anybody else is battling. Still, Green just content on finishing the race. As the 80, I think 80 might have, was he involved in that first wreck? Didn't look like he got too much damage, but they are packing up right here. As, ooh, Walker Jr. almost turns the 80. There's this about top 10 battle going on. Well, we'll see if the 80 returns the favor on any of these guys. If they're going about 3 wide going into or past this start and finish line. Yeah, all that smoke definitely does set these guys off a little bit. Not sure if Green has ended up going back into the pits. You'd think he would be black flagged by now. Nope, he's still just running on the inside. I'm sure he would have been black flagged by now, but as huge group forming right here. Oh, Guerrero hard into the wall as Mass in the 8 does get past him. It does look like everybody ends up getting turned back the correct way, but could probably taking Guerrero out of the lead as Mass in the 8 basically now just driving away. There's another pack here for the top 10 position here. They are catching up to a couple of these cars that were involved in that small, well, I guess it was a small altercation, but that altercation that's going to put some slow cars in front of them is Williams is, I guess, going into the pits. We'll see if we get some fresh tires if that's going to help out, as the 80 is going on the inside of Hannah as Hannah moves out of the way. This is, looks like, oh yeah, Walker Jr. is in second place currently. Definitely seeing green still running on that outside or inside lane, just content on trying to finish this race. As Hannah and the 80 still battling it out as Hannah goes to the inside of the 80 to see if he's able to finish. Now this turn looks like he will, at least for right now, be able to finish off the 80, though they are catching up to that 12 of Bishop. A couple of cars have come out. Again, green still. We're just going on the inside. And again, Bishop is kind of in the way in that 12 car. See if the 80 ends up just moving him out of the way or not. But so far, the 80 is actually being pretty nice right now. But it doesn't look like he's going to be nice for very much longer if Bishop doesn't get out of the way. That would actually been a good turn right there. Turn him right into green. Get green off this track. I mean, green in that 42 should have been black flagged already, but no, he's going to stay right there kicking up dust. We have about 5 laps to go. And this is about a top 10 battle going on. All 3 of them get into that one. Though it looks like Srivastava and Bishop got the worst of that one, as Srivastava still sideways a little bit. I mean, good thing nobody was behind him, but that's going to hurt them later on, as Bishop may be done for the day, as he's got heavy damage in the front. Srivastava is definitely going to have to go into the pits to get that fixed. Again, green just sitting in there. Or sitting in the low, or kicking up dust. As we see lap 17. We'll see if Walker Jr. Is nice about passing this number 5. As actually they're all going to try to pass Sheets. As they're able to pass him pretty quickly and easily. As they all pass these slightly slower cars, though it looks like they, for the most part, are in speed order. We may not see anything with them. I don't know what's going on with 6 Pitch. I don't know if he got involved in anything. It's like he has some back damage, but still pretty far back. As Walker Jr. is going to the inside of Williams. We will see if Jarvie in the 9 ends up scooting up and tries to move somebody out of the way, but it doesn't look like he will, at least not that turn. Though they are catching up to that 16 pretty quickly, though only a couple of laps left to go. Not 100% sure who's in first, but Walker Jr. is in second. If he's able to stay out of the way of Jarvis. Or Jarvie. I keep saying Jarvis. It looks like Haas is right now in the lead with a couple of cars catching up to him slowly. Looks like there's King, Wayne King. Though there is some issues going on with the 7, as we can see. As they take the white flag, we'll see if Williams, as Jarvie tries to just cut off Williams. As Hannah in that 16 decide he's going to stay a little bit higher. So it doesn't look like there's going to be any more issues, though. Actually, Walker Jr. is flying as he's passing the 8 for first place. on the final lap, this basically final turn, as he's coming down to take the checkered flag. And there it is, Walker Jr. comes really out of nowhere and just takes the win. Oh, and at the end of the race, there is a hard hit by Haas in that 8, who finished second place, and then a couple of the other guys. Definitely not what you wanted to see at the end of the race, but definitely interesting. Interesting to see some post checkered flag extracurricular. All right, that's definitely an more interesting race. Let me go ahead and save this. Nah, I don't want to save that. Export. ARCA X2. Ah, no, little thing. All right, let me set up. We'll do a short track with these crazy stats. So exit the game. Which track was this one? Talladega. Didn't moving anything back. You are Daytona. Let me go ahead and change you guys back. And I think somebody said do Bristol. Let me check Bristol. Yeah, we'll do Bristol. Track I and I. See if that does anything crazy. Drafting distance. Yeah, that's gonna do some crazy things. So save. And let's load up Bristol. So still only player cars. So whoever, I'm going to post results probably tomorrow. So whoever's watching is going to probably see the results firsthand. All right, so Bristol, where are you? Bristol, we are going Knights. 26 racers, no yellow flags, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, definitely place your bets. How many cars are going to actually finish this race? I don't know if that ticker's still working, but we'll see what's going on. It still works. So green, first place, even though I don't think it'll matter, because I think if there's a crash, first place is going to catch them before they spawn out of the track. We're going to go ahead and continue.
Drivers.
And just grab somebody random. And see which are. Alright, so any blown engines, definitely don't want that. So we'll do. I'm going to try TV1 first. And see what happens lap 1. Hopefully we see. I think so. As they get their green flag. Going into the first corner. Looks pretty clean to the first corner though. Oh, there goes a little bit as first place is turning. 16 again misses. Oops. Who is? Yeah, we see Walker and Hannah. Oh, hard in the wall. Did Walker push push Williams into the wall right there? We scroll up to see what else is going on. I don't even know who's in first place. It looks like Green ended up getting the jump. As we enter in, we got like 50 laps. Wow, 50 laps. We see 20 getting below that line. The drivers are staying pretty far back from each other. I put drafting at 0.9, so they should be right on each other's butts. That was maybe some issues with Walker Jr. We scroll up to find if anybody's doing some battling. There's that small pack right here. Ooh, Ward almost loses it by himself. They're coming around. Definitely see what's going to go on once the leaders catch up. Scroll up to see if we can find some of these leaders. Green right now is in first place after that decent pole position, though he's not even close to catching up to the back of the pack yet. Again, they are actually not driving that close to each other. I think maybe it's just somebody blew an engine. Looks like Wayne King blew an engine. Interesting. Alright, we're going to restart this one. I think I might have screwed something up in the I and I, because they are not racing next to each other at all. Let's see what we can do, changing the I and I. Go back to Bristol, 2019 night. So let's go to save. Let's try this. Usually they race a lot closer, especially if you're going 0.9 from the car in front of them. I'm gonna take that back. Guess we'll do 50 laps, just cars, Bristol, and let's try this out. Maybe this will run better.
To your cars.
Accelerate. Qualifying. Walker Jr. is in the lead, or in the pole position. Congratulations. Hopefully that does not. Alright, somebody blow an engine. Somebody blow an engine. We are restarting. Yep, somebody blew an engine. Done. We definitely want to get everybody to start. Yeah, if the ticker's not where
cars. Drivers, to
Don't
your
think the ticker matters in this. As here we go. Hopefully they race a lot closer. I mean, it looks like they might be a little closer. But we will see in a couple of laps. Yeah, I think Weber Racing. Yeah, I have the Bone Crusher and everything like that. The cars don't run on figure eights almost like at all. They like as soon as they hit that cross, half the car or half the pack scoots like tries to make that turn and ends up going straight into the wall. So, because that's what I was gonna do first, but then ended up. Basically that happens, like, so half the cars slam into the wall. As the 80 tried to squeeze in that for 3 wide here at Bristol. So it looks like Bristol working very good with this thing. I think maybe because this is a custom track, I think the lines are a lot different. Yeah, no track loaded. Yeah, I'm not sure. Probably would have had to restart the ticker to get it to work again on multiple races. So definitely keep an eye on that if we do multiple races. As the number 10 almost goes into the wall. Though again, yeah, I think Bristol really is not working too well with this kind of Carnage, as even with drafting distance at 0.9, they still leave so much space between each other. As we see the back. It's actually cleaner than the last one. But yeah, as you can see, like right here, Jay King at 11 and 31. Like if this was like a speedway track, they would be right on each other. Because at Talladega or at Daytona, what we just did, I was at 1.0, and they were basically bumping each other out of the way. So I think Bristol, probably have to do more I&I testing to do Bristol. But I don't think this one's going to work. So yeah, we're definitely going to not do this track. So we're gonna quit again. So I might do... Let's see. Yeah, I will do some more testing with Bristol to find a Carnage for Bristol, because that's always fun to do. But we are going to do probably, maybe not Talladega or Daytona, because we just did those. Probably just another super, maybe not super speedway. What track do I like? What do you guys like? So Talladega, no. Michigan, I mean, Michigan could be good. What custom tracks do I have? 8 Bowl, no. No road courses, boring. Manassas, no. Star, no. Talladega. Trenton. Trenton's always fun. Alright, we will do... We'll try Michigan. That's kind of a speedway, super speedway. We will do drafting distance 0.9. Let's try that. Save. So here we go. Let's try. What am I trying? Michigan. Try Michigan. I used to live in Michigan. Which Michigan did I do? Ah, crap. I forgot which Michigan I did. Oh, I forgot what Michigan I did. So let's go check and confirm what Michigan I did. So what happens when you download multiple of the same track to test them all out, and then you don't delete the ones that either didn't work or I didn't like. So Michigan. Alright, so Michigan MB 2019. Alright, Michigan MB 2019. Oh, this one's more interesting. If not, probably be the last one tonight, and then we'll see what's going on. And I'll probably do some more testing on a few others. I'll see if I can find a good Carnage track, a good figure 8 track that half the cars don't go winding off in the middle of the cross section. I think I found one a while ago that was like a dirt one that worked pretty well.
Drivers.
But we will see. Hopefully this
Drivers,
one
start
works
your
good.
engines.
I think this was the Michigan. Was this a Michigan track that we used for the official race? I think so. Yeah, I need to drop some of the tracks I don't get. Hopefully, it looks like everybody's going good. I don't know why 38 decided he wanted to jump out of the lane, which ends up slowing down these back two guys. What are you doing, 38? Who's 38? Parker. Whoever's Parker's owner needs to... No, I think he blew an engine or something. No, he's not smoking. Why is he slowing down so much? He's going to be going into the pits. Oh well. Didn't blow an engine, so I think he'll be back. Oh well. As we take the green flag as the 18 almost backs right into the 33. As you can see everybody just spreading out into this turn. I think everybody see, yep. That's 31 touching the 3. See if everybody makes it out of turn 1. Nope, they're not. Everybody made it out of turn 1. People are sliding all over. Oh, and Emerson in the 84 just smashes. Oh, there goes Jay King. I think Jay King has retired. So let's actually rewind and take a look at that hit. No, not the camera. So let's see. Let's see what Jay King saw coming up to this rate or to this crash. Yeah, he saw nothing. And there's 84. Oh! And there goes his day. Definitely sad to see that. So we scroll up and start playing again. We're looking to see Jar, looks like 18, going 3 wide. As here comes the 6 of pitch. Looks like they are spreading out a little bit, though they should scrunch back up once they hit this straightaway. As the 33 and 6 pretty close to each other, but it doesn't look like they will be touching. As they exit this turn, almost touching the 54 and 18. We take a look at some of the other racing. Looks like Walker Sr. is done for the day. As you can see, his engine looks like it is blown. As we take a look at some of these leaders, looks like pitch goes right, trying to thread the needle in the middle in that turn. We'll see if this is going to hurt him or anything. Doesn't look like it. As they just spread each other out, I think they realize that if they get anywhere near each other, they're going to bump. As the 54 is starting to lose track on these leaders, slowing down slightly. As the 6 looks like he tried, but now it's starting to slow down. We scroll through some of these other guys, see if anybody's battling out, but it looks like for the most part, it is this front pack right here that is in the most danger of touching each other. As they're going 3 wide into this turn 1. As the 6 kind of getting wiggly as he's slowing down slightly. Which is definitely not good to slow down when somebody's right behind you, because he's just going to bump right into you. As the 80's going on the inside of Weber. Not even waiting. Yeah, but it looks like Michigan is another one of those wide open tracks that there's really lines that go from the wall all the way to the line. So there's not too much drafting or pushing, as the 0 is starting to get to the inside corner of that 6 car. As they enter in onto this corner, we'll see if she's able to get past the 6 at least cleanly. Though it doesn't look like they are going to bump it, although the 80 did make a pretty dangerous move on that 54, just cutting right in front of him. Alright, the 0 still has not been able to fully pass that 6 car. We're on lap 7. No heavy damage on that Walker Jr. car, but at least he's still out there. I think his dad in the 3 ended up blowing an engine and is in the garage basically watching the rest of this race. As the 6 goes for the inside of the leaders, along with the 33, though the 33 got a great run heading to the outs or inside of the 18 of Guerrero. He probably will be able to finish that pass on this turn. There really is no help from anybody else. Though the 18 did cross him and is coming in on the inside after they cross the start and finish line. As it looks like there is starting to bunch up here behind these leaders. Though with this wide open track, nobody's really getting right behind each other trying to draft. I think they realize that if they get too close to each other, they're just going to run up on the back end of them. As we see, the leaders are starting to catch up to this few lapped cars. There's Bishop and the 12 they're going to catch up to. See if that's going to end up hurting them. We're throwing a slow car in the mix of a group. As 54 and 22 did tap each other slightly, but nothing really happened. This main pack has slowly but surely been pulling away from everybody else, as the leaders have caught up to that 12, as the 12 almost gets in the way of the 6. As he really is just in the way of everybody. But it looks like this at least front pack will end up passing that 12 with no real issues other than bunching themselves up a little bit more. As we have another lapped car coming up. But this main pack right here, for the most part, is racing clean, even with the drafting at 0.9. Really, they should be like right on the butts, just like at the start of the race, right on each other. But I guess with this wide open track, they have plenty of room to move around. So we'll definitely do some more testing for future Carnage events. For actually crazy amount of crashes, which is really crazy that there hasn't been too many crashes other than right at that beginning. So definitely a lot more testing. I know I used to put for the Owners League, all races would be 0.0 or 1.0, and there was a ton of crashing. I'm having to turn it back because there was basically a crash almost every couple of laps, as Wayne King now pulls out of the race with a blown engine. As we see the 8 moving around. There's a ton of movement in this track purely because it is just so large that, you know, nobody's really getting behind each other and pushing. I mean, we do see what looks like the 0 and 18, 17 pushing his way into that 3 wide. Definitely was not smart to do, as Guerrero is jumping past that a solid white line, as they're going almost 4 wide. They're going 4 wide right there, though it did not last very long. Of course, with all of this battling, the leaders looked like they were pulling ahead earlier, but they are slowly but surely catching those slower cars. So Parkins, 38, I think he was involved in that first that crash in the first couple of laps of this race. Now it looks like Pitch may be shooting for a lead, that 6 car, trying to pass all the rest of these guys so he can push for the first place between the 80 and 33. Though he's not able to fully pass all of these guys, as they are still pushing. But again, look at this wide open track really is making it so those edits in the INI file really did not make too much of a difference, as they still are spreading apart very fast. As the leaders have finally caught up to this lapped car, see if that's gonna throw any wrenches in this race, as the pack right behind them is still right there. As they continue to go 3 wide, but really no fear in going 3 wide for most of these guys, as the 18 is starting to get right on that 21's bumper. So that's definitely good to see. So basically the 18 right now is holding that 21's race in his hand, as he, I guess, backs off and doesn't decide to turn him. So the leader, Weber, right now jumping to the inside of that 38. Probably will get past him in this turn, as that 38 still is going very, probably a little bit slower than most of these guys. I think he was involved in that first altercation, as we're on lap 17 of 20. Which has been really uneventful, especially for all the edits I've made. Again, man, I used to put it on 1.1 or yeah 1.0 and they would crash, you know, every other lap. So definitely going to be making some edits to or making a bunch of tests to a few of the tracks, see which ones work the best for some events like this. So it looked like the 22 did get into the wall a little bit, as the 17 is right on his bumper. Everything looks like it's a Racing Fighters. There is a 3-wide battle for the lead, though the 38 really isn't a lap car, so he's not really in this battle. So we'll see if the 38 and the 33 decide they want to go together. Draft all the way through to get past that 6. So it does look like the 33 did end up leading that lap, which is the lap, or which is the final, or a white flag. We'll see if the 33, who looks like he has finished passing that 38 car, is going to be able to finish this race, as the 6 now is trying to basically just stop the bleeding of losing these positions. As the 33 now is coming around to take the win. And Weber does win this second Carnage event, even though it was not that much carnage. So definitely good to see if there's any extracurriculars at the end of this race. I don't believe there will be, especially with this wide open race. But yeah, definitely very uneventful, other than the first lap or so. Pretty uneventful race. So definitely some more testing for future events. Maybe some more escalation events. I know I'm going to do a like a flip event. Basically, I'm going to take basically everybody's going to qualify, and then I'm basically going to flip the qualifying order and see who can see if the first place car or the fastest car can move up to the to first place. But yeah, so Carnage event, not really a Carnage event, I guess. But yeah, that was the Carnage event. I'm definitely going to try to make one so that they are crashing almost every lap. I know I do have a few special tracks, like I have Daytona with no walls. I have like a super speedway that's always going to be fun to see. I have a couple like kidney beans type tracks, and I'm also going to be looking for any type of figure 8 track that can actually work instead of, you know, the ones that I have currently that really don't work. But yeah, thanks so much for joining me for this, I guess, pretty long event. I'm not sure how long I've been streaming. But yeah, thanks so much for joining me. Definitely like, subscribe, and everything like that. But yeah, I will see you all.